Once upon a time, in a deep, lush green forest brimming with life, lived a very special little fox named Fiona. Now, Fiona wasn't the biggest or the strongest animal in the woods. You wouldn't see her winning a race against the rabbit or an arm wrestling match with the bear. But what Fiona had was something even better. She was incredibly clever. She had a knack for puzzles and a love for solving problems, which made her the go-to friend whenever anyone in the forest was in a pickle. One bright, sunny morning, the peaceful sounds of the forest were shattered by loud sobs coming from near the sparkling river. Fiona's ears perked up, and she trotted over to investigate. There, with his head bowed low, was the peacock, the most magnificent bird in the entire forest. His feathers, usually a dazzling display of color, seemed dull with sadness, and Fiona quickly saw why his beautiful golden crown of feathers, the one that sat so proudly on his head, was gone. "Oh no!" the peacock wailed, tears rolling down his cheeks. "Someone has stolen my crown. My beautiful crown is gone." Soon, a small crowd of concerned friends gathered. The chattering parrot, the playful monkey, and the swift rabbit all huddled around the distraught peacock. Who could have done such a thing? They all wondered aloud, looking around with suspicion. The forest was usually such a peaceful place. Fiona, however, didn't panic. She began to use her greatest skill, her sharp mind. She lowered her nose to the ground and started sniffing around the spot where the peacock had been. Her keen eyes scanned the soft earth, and that's when she saw them teeny, delicate footprints, almost too small to notice, leading away from the river and heading toward the ancient, tall oak tree on the edge of the clearing. "Aha," Fiona said, her eyes twinkling with a spark of discovery. "I think I can solve this mystery." With a determined look, she told her friends to wait and began to follow the trail. She moved quietly, her paws barely making a sound on the mossy ground. The footprints led her straight to a large, hollow tree. Peeking inside the dark opening, Fiona saw a faint glimmer. As her eyes adjusted, she saw it the peacock's golden crown, shining softly in the dim light. But that wasn't all. Next to the crown lay a treasure trove of shiny objects, a lost silver bracelet, sparkling glass buttons, and even a few lost coins that must have fallen from a human's pocket. And sitting right in the middle of this glittering collection, puffing out his chest with pride, was a mischievous magpie. Fiona didn't storm in or make accusations. Instead, she approached with a calm and friendly voice. "Hello there, Magpie," she said politely. "You certainly seem to have quite a collection here. It's very impressive." The magpie fluffed up his feathers, pleased with the compliment. "I only collect the shiniest things," he chirped proudly. "They make my home beautiful, don't you think?" "They certainly do sparkle," Fiona agreed kindly. "But, my friend," she continued gently, "that crown you have belongs to the peacock. He is heartbroken without it. It's a very special part of him." The magpie's proud posture drooped. He looked down at the beautiful crown and then at his feet. "I didn't mean to make him sad," he said softly, his voice barely a whisper. I just ... I just really liked how it sparkled in the sun. Fiona smiled warmly. She understood. I have an idea, she proposed. Why don't we make a deal? If you return the crown to the peacock, all of us, the whole forest, will help you find other shiny treasures, things that no one needs and that you can keep all to yourself. The magpie thought for a moment, tilting his head. It sounded like a good plan. He wouldn't make the peacock sad anymore, and he would still get to have a beautiful, shiny home. All right, he chirped, nodding his head. That's a fair deal. The very next day, all the animals gathered in the sunny forest clearing. The magpie, holding the crown carefully in his beak, flew down and gently placed it back upon the peacock's head. A great cheer erupted from the crowd. The peacock, overjoyed, fanned his tail feathers, which seemed to shimmer even more brightly than before in the warm sunlight. He was whole again. True to their word, Fiona and her friends spent the afternoon helping the magpie. They searched the riverbank for smooth, bright pebbles and collected colourful beads that had fallen from a traveller's necklace. The magpie's nest was soon filled with wonderful, guilt-free treasures. He was happier than ever. The peacock forgave him completely, and a wonderful sense of peace and friendship returned to the forest. As the sun began to set, casting long golden shadows through the trees, the wise old owl, who had been watching everything, flew down to Fiona's side. Fiona, he hooted softly, you didn't just solve a mystery today. You taught us all something much more important. Fiona just smiled modestly. Sometimes, she said, looking out at her happy friends, being clever isn't about catching someone doing something wrong. It's about understanding why they did it and helping them make things right. And so, the forest learned a valuable lesson that true cleverness isn't just about being smart, but about leading with kindness and understanding. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed Fiona's adventure, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more wonderful tales. See you next time.